Sure.
Hello, everybody. Or to be probably no one actually watching this right now. Alright, let me change up.
Probably turn it on. I just gotta go to Twitch. I haven't been on Twitch in a while.
Alright. Yeah, that noise gate is doing work. Let me get this my phone. Christ, why do I remind myself that poor Harold was now dead? No, seriously. To the people that actually don't know who that is. Very popular gun tuber. Very entertaining and informative. Seriously. But yeah, no, you're probably not going to hear any game audio, but that's because I'm sort of alt tabbed into the OBS screen, just checking background. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for people to just sort of roll on in. Well,
All right.
yeah, this is
Are you streaming on YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube.
Okay, that explains that. Let me go to YouTube then.
Yeah, haven't done Twitch in a little while,
I wasn't sure.
and it's not that kind of God of War game, so yeah, probably would not be Twitch. Yeah, some of those older God of War games, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
Oh
one
yeah.
mic.
Also, if you hear a little bit more clickety clackety, especially on your end, new keyboard.
No worries. I have one. I'm just reluctant to hook it up because I am cursed to keyboards. So I'm using my old one until I fuck it up. And then that way I have a brand new shiny one.
Well, to be fair, this brand new shiny one is purely for the. I got this one because I thought the old one would be repairable, but it's kind of more of a case of yes, but actually no.
No, irony on computer equipment, right? So the last time I had to replace this keyboard, it was because the last one I had, I spilt coffee on it. That keyboard was $80. This one's $25.
Oof.
And it's lasted me 2 years. I'm like, okay, Jen. The one behind you is at least it's one of those ones with the lights in them. So I think my mom, because I got it for Christmas, was $120 keyboard. I'm like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah,
I do want to hook it up. I do.
yeah, I'm rocking probably like a $200 one.
But you see why I'm reluctant, right? Like I'm like, okay, listen, I know the $25 one is probably a piece of shit in comparison, but it's lasted me 2 years. I haven't fucked it up. I haven't dumped anything on it.
To be fair, to be fair, this this one was a replacement of like 100 and something one that I that was already kind of going out the back door anyway, and it wouldn't have been a problem if I could do a little bit of replacing for the keys. So yeah, yeah. Either way, let's. I don't. I think people will
Hey, do again.
gradually.
Well, you got somebody. We
Yeah.
don't know who yet. Probably Cryptic. He's spying on us. Wait, what?
But yeah. Either way.
That's inconvenient.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say.
Yep. I was like that before with headsets too. You know, I would buy a really nice set, be really happy because, you know, a really nice set has got the benefit of being more comfortable too, a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Not always, but a lot of the times. And it's as simple as like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to put the headset on my chair because it's the most flat surface I have free and it's at least closer to the floor, so if it did fall, you would think it'd be fine.
Yes.
No.
The woods with the blood red
No.
leaves, south of the lake.
Apparently that's enough of a drop to... Hi, Shadow.
Get back from Alpine and can bring Mimir
Oh,
back
hi, Shadow.
The token game.
before you cut off his head.
I know I could technically use this. I think I have to use that. Okay.
See, like, I know those are sacred symbols and stuff. The natives over here have something similar. But if I was a guy like that, I would be taking those so I could throw them. Those are perfect hucking stones.
Look at this bit. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right, I know.
Alright.
I can't believe it was Baldur that came to our house. The Aesir god.
Oh.
Baldur. And you fought him. And won.
Yes.
How are you doing anyway, Shadow?
Thor's brother. And now he's hunting us with his nephews. Why is this happening?
If we can raise the head, you can ask him.
Okay.
Alright, so,
It's silly, but I secretly hope we find a giant somewhere in that mountain. I guess they really did leave Midgard, except for the serpent.
Kind of gotta remember what you're doing.
No, I know what I'm gonna do.
The last of your kind too? Is that why you don't like to talk about
My
Oh,
kind.
I have it
I
on.
mean, your family. Before
Ha.
Mother and I. Where you came
At least it
from.
didn't feed back in, because that would have been confusing.
Father?
Now is not the time for that.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so...
Yeah, that was boomer moment.
So speaking of something you can do... You can just stupidly jump off.
Really?
Yeah, I wondered about that. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, this is an instant game over, by the way.
oh no.
Bad idea!
Because you just fade off into obscurity.
Yeah. I'm
And
getting soon.
you
I'm
also...
not gonna finish the word.
You were warned not to stray from the path. You were warned. But yeah, I did just do that as a joke. You can't really do that again. You are literally... Oh, you can do that again.
We jump.
Oh, jeez.
Let's do it again.
Oh my gosh. This channel does not endorse. This is a joke. It is a game.
No,
It's
this
life matter.
channel does not endorse suicide. Alright, yeah, let's actually go through. Oh, I wonder what it would be like with Mimir. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, thank fuck it's Friday, Shadow.
Forgot, because I kept thinking it was Friday yesterday. Like,
Yeah, no,
this
it's
was-
Friday today. If it were Friday yesterday, then we would have missed an episode of The Rise of Skywalker. We would have missed a recording session for The Rise of Skywalker.
And I know all of you would have been like, "Oh no, we missed it again. Oh no, oh." Kidding.
Well, we
I think
did.
I have to type pick on you guys to just finish it.
Well, we did actually record about, I say about an hour of the movie, but it is an hour of the movie.
I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me
Yeah, I
screaming
always
at
have to
you
take into
whenever you
account Star
fucking
Wars movies are never really short, unless they're the kid ones.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours. So we're 2 hours and something.
soiled my solitude
Well, that's not
so
bad. That I mean, if you complete the last hour, which I know how long the last one took you, but still, it's one movie down.
To be fair, with this one,
Congratulations.
I think it might be significantly quicker
You let him go and rock.
because we've already
There you
gone
go.
through halfway through the film.
Let's see the damage.
At least it's not the acolyte.
Yeah, don't give us ideas.
Wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it was dangling off his chin.
Yeah, apparently Tyr and Mitch told me off because they do want them to bring back the acolyte because they want to break Disney. They want to destroy Disney. So they think if they bring it back, it'll cost them more billions, so they'll break Disney faster. And so I asked them, well, where's the modern audience? You're going to have to find the modern audience if you're going to do that, you know?
No, exactly.
What the fuck else you want, huh? Guys gets so wrapped up in his work, Sentry hasn't the sense to sip or sup. And if he does,
Alright.
Also, I really wish they'd stop looking at like a character like the guy in the corner who's clearly a blue character and thinking this is a person of color. I mean, they are, because he's blue.
what? That's
He's blue.
Mister? What do you
He's probably not human though.
mind?
He's blue.
Concentrate here.
Hi, Blue.
Already on a break from my break.
Blue came in at the right time. I am talking about the character in the corner. Not this one.
Brock.
Got something else in mind?
Yeah, the blue one? Yeah, that's Brock. He's chill. We like Brock.
Like I'm not mad at it. Like that's just like it's a fantasy world, sort of.
Oh yeah, and there's actually like justification for it anyway. It's not just he's not blue for like no fucking reason.
Well, isn't he like a frost troll?
No, in this game it's just due to his work, or at least the explanation used is due to his work with iron, and you know, work with metals, and he does it barehanded in comparison to his brother. That's at least the excuse. Alright, so I've leveled up. So I'm firmly into like gear level 3. Good. And yeah, hello Blue.
Hey.
If I really hate how
Wait, talking about
ugly.
human? Lol. No, Blue. We're talking about the character in the corner. Under show description.
Where were we on that other thing?
Oh yeah, I have a mission to do for you, don't I?
See, the other issue I have with something like that anyway, Arms, it's for reasons that it's just like bone structure. Like if I see a character like that, I don't actually think they're a person of color either. Not just because of the
No.
skin, but
No.
bone structure actually matters.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just a dwarf that was working with too much fucking metal.
What is the path back?
No, he could be like a short Scotsman for all I know.
No, he is literally a dwarf.
He could still be a Scotsman though. You know, short dwarf and
Back to the witch from here.
Blue.
That way, behind the big statue of Thor.
I'm like imagining like a midget version of
I wish we
the
could have gone
Simpsons
on the trip with
character.
different mother.
Yeah.
She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes.
Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah.
Beautifully.
Make him a midget. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, no, obviously I'm in, so, obviously the invitation's open for both you and Blue, Shadow, to hop in it if you want. So, sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
He's like, save me from the only female place.
No, it's not that, it's, and I think
No,
did I just do a 180? I think I did a 180. Because I did not go in the direction of the deer. Alright.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew of long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Ah, cryptic.
Sounds.
Oh, hi, Cryptic.
Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So
Are
what
you just going in circles?
They wagered
No, I'm going slowly so that I can actually hear this.
victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You.
I'll just blame the map
haven't told a
developers.
lot of
Like, stop
stories
making
yet.
it look like you're going in circles.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I was just going particularly slow.
Huh?
The water dropped.
And the serpent.
Ah,
Right. I knew that.
hi, Mark.
I know she's really.
I think Cryptic's asking about you, Jen.
Witch can bring a head back to life.
Good. How about
Seems
you?
competent in her craft. We have nothing to lose.
Never fear, the token queer is here.
Yay!
Beer.
Oh, nice.
Oh my!
Yes. I forget that it's old speckled hen. That's it.
Ah.
It's some good shit.
You know, a black lady today told me that beta males back in her day used to be called speckled hens.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day.
Oh, this
and then
bit.
they made beer out of it. Who'd have thunk? Yeah.
Well, they were okay. So admittedly, this was talking about the Democratic Party, but they were commenting on how most of the males voting for Kamala are beta males or gay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like they've done
Well.
that a few times, gone through like the Democratic Party and been like going to the ladies, like, so how many of the hotties do you see? And they're like, oh, we don't have hotties. Yeah.
We don't have such faggotry here.
What? Like, no, if I want a hottie, I have to go for a Trump supporter. Like, oh, really? Wow.
Oh, right. Okay. Almost as though there's something to that.
Yeah.
Trump should sell some calendars, you know, like get some of his,
know, right?
you know, decent-looking boys together and just be like, okay, we're gonna do a monthly.
Hell yeah.
Once for the campaign,
You might as well call it in the Navy.
right?
I bet this'll lead out.
You can vote for a Republican in the Navy.
In the Navy.
That would be so funny.
This does more than
Indeed.
decipher those
I would
crystals.
do it just for the lols.
We also
Oh, yeah.
have to
Hell yeah.
visit Should we go visit the fire round?
I'm surprised like a Trump calendar / Republican calendar isn't just a thing for the lols in the first place.
They haven't hired me yet. I'm like, listen.
Right. Oh, okay. I see.
I'm like, listen. I know I can't do anything in terms of electric. Yeah, electric.
Turn back. face. Guess the
What is it
gods are
called?
welcome here.
Electoral. I can't do anything in
Oh,
terms
yeah.
of that. Like I am aware I'm a foreigner and I don't want anything to do with that. But if it comes to like making marketing and like ideas for Trump, oh yeah, I got lots of ideas.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
In the Navy. That song is now kind of stuck in my head. Fuck.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Not your fault.
Well,
In the Navy. This song is actually kind of funny.
yeah, indeed, it is. Yeah, and then that just reminds me of like the comedy version that Billy Connolly made, like in the brownies. Yeah.
How's it going, Charlie? Is your witch friend here?
And Cryptic
What
is
is
like,
that
Will
name?
is just a frustrated
That's
goat.
what
I'm
he
like,
told me
Will
it was.
isn't really here
It
though.
sounded like in my head anyway. Charlie,
Where's Will that you were talking to him, Cryptic? He is. Oh. Huh. I think he's been. Oh, okay. He has been sniffing the flowers again. Okay, makes sense.
Right.
I found out something about my plants today, Shadow. I have never grown things on my own, and I've been growing lettuce all summer.
Right.
And when they're ready to seed, they flower.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed they do.
They have flowers. I didn't know they had flowers. And they look like little miniature what are they called? Dandelions, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, huh. And then I got quirky and thinking, like, you know, there's a wine you can make out of dandelion heads. Like, I wonder how many of those I would need from a lettuce plant.
Yeah.
Probably too many.
Yeah, and
What-
I don't know, like probably like I don't know, like poisonous to like several internal organs if you actually ingest it, but I don't know.
Sorry, if anyone's actually seen this gameplay, I'm just fucking flying punching
What?
everybody.
Yes.
And you get a flying punch, and you get a flying punch, and you get a motherfucking flying punch.
Punch.
Can you read it?
Falcon punch.
Kratos fucks everyone's jaw up.
Mm-hmm.
Say turn your things upon all who trespass.
You know
Kratos-
what would be amazing is if you could get a mod to edit in your characters so that they look like the goals,
Can you
the
read?
cartoon.
Yes, sir.
You know, like the guy with the
Oh, you know what'd be
Or
even
that.
funnier?
yeah.
Lord of
If it made him look like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson! I swear. Look, put it this way, I know it's a TikTok and TikToks are a little bit fruity.
another one of those sand
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indeed.
But at the same time, I did see a video of someone sort of
Some alone
being Mike Tyson as like Kratos. Zeus, your son has returned! That's up and down.
Those runes on the rock.
They don't spell anything. It's gibberish.
Yeah.
Athena, you conspire against me?
Yeah. No, stuff like that. Yeah, I never thought I needed a Mike Tyson as Kratos,
Yes.
but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It took me a while to remember the quote, so I can actually try to do it in Mike Tyson's voice. Yeah.
It's so
There.
good to see you again.
Oh, this scene is hilarious because as the title states, I give head to a hot witch.
Head back to life.
Oh, do you?
Not sure I understand.
Giggity.
Wait,
It's very literal.
the
Mm-hmm.
arrows. Give them to me now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous and wicked. You find any more, you destroy them. Understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Say it.
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please take my arrows in their place. I
Now,
have no need for them
if
anymore.
I remember correctly, I think Mauler pointed this out as like a slight plot hole with this scene. Is that
She doesn't
She-
notice.
Thought ahead.
The,
yeah, she like she deliberately sort of sets fire to like her
Do you
like
have any
his
idea who
green
this
arrows
is?
and
Did you kill
you know,
him?
and says to destroy them if
Blessed.
you ever come across any more.
Could revive him.
But then doesn't notice the
Hey,
arrowhead holding
you have him
together
right?
his like
Mhm.
bag thing. And
Please?
it's like,
I-
hmm,
I think that's a little bit of a flaw.
Take him to the table.
it is a bit, yeah.
Pamela,
Especially considering
long
it's
time since I
right
practiced
there.
the old-
And
You know?
considering the impact that actually has on the story.
Indeed. Yeah, which is probably why they kept it there, but at the same time, that's yeah, they could have
Made it a
They
little
could've-
more subtle, maybe.
Off his
yeah, they
mind.
could have executed it far well, like yeah, like you say, far more subtly and far
Now,
better
put his
than
head
they
under the
did,
water and
really.
don't let
Yeah.
it go. I mean it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, in hindsight, we know what that means. For the first-time player, they're not gonna know, which I think is the only reason you could justify maybe that not being as much of an issue. But even then,
Worked.
and hey, Mimir's back. Oh,
Hey,
oh yeah, this happens.
I'm a
Mimir?
talking head now.
There?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either. Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once yes, but no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
Ooh.
Young boy.
But
Now.
You're welcome.
That was needlessly rude, Kratos. Jeez.
Why did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Hmm.
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your counsel,
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell
But
us?
yeah,
the way?
especially what Kratos went through in like the original trilogy and like the additional games around that sort of era. It sort of makes sense why he would have that reaction.
Oh,
to-
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially considering the first game is literally Ares making him kill his entire family.
Exactly, yes. So
Which-
he has a deep embedded mistrust of anyone who's even vaguely a fucking god.
Including
So-
himself.
Including himself, yes, absolutely.
Also, this is just one of the things that really frustrates me about what David Jaffe said about this whole thing.
Alright. Oh, yeah. He had like this whole
Tirade.
tirade on Twitter about how...
Not just on Twitter, there's like a whole podcast clip and everything of him
Oh, shit, really?
pretty much shit talking, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok.
Whew, okay,
Even though it's very clear that, again, he just didn't fucking understand how Kratos could be the way he is.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Show him here.
And
Why did Freya spend
I
her
think
life
I mentioned it in one of like the
Speak of
previous
Baldur.
streams
He
of this
claims
game, but
nothing harms
like...
him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed
To a
with
certain
invulnerability
extent, I
to all threats,
kind of
physical
get
and
it,
magical.
because like
Boasting of a god.
you compare like
Every
2018 and Ragnarok
Not
to
ever
like the
afraid.
original
Baldur
trilogy,
is blessed
especially.
with
It's like
invulnerability to all threats,
they
physical
are
or magical.
almost vastly different games. You know, to be
What's the
fair.
source of this power?
But at the same time, in terms of like character work, it's I don't know, like 2018 and Ragnarok just seems like a logical extension
Yeah,
to what the original
exactly.
trilogy started. You know, it's like if Kratos at the age he is now, and with everything that's gone on between like God of War 3 and 2018, was exactly the same character with absolutely nothing else going for him, you would just sort of wonder, like, well, is he even vaguely human at that point? Like, does,
Well, it's
like,
just-
does he even progress at all?
We jump.
You know.
Really?
Oh dear.
Okay, I just wanted to hear the variation with Mimir.
Kratos taking every opportunity to commit suicide, just like the good old days.
Oh, I'm really depressed it was literally just one line, but okay.
Yeah. And also, hello, Blue, who just popped up in VC.
Hi.
Hi, Blue.
Hello.
I think, yeah, this stream is going to be me fucking around a lot more, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Which I have no complaints personally.
No, I'm not going to complain.
No, not at all. There's far worse things to do on a Friday night than fuck around in God of War.
How do we speak to the serpent?
The funny...
On a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
Finally, that horn.
The funny thing is I think I remember picking this up for New Year's. I remember spending the entirety of that night just playing this.
Yeah, you were.
right.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
I remember.
We were up fucking late that year.
And I was like, me and Pete were like the last two awake.
Right.
And me. Fuck off. I was there.
No, but I could totally swear it did eventually go down. No, you were there.
No, it was down to me and you, I think.
Maybe, I don't
Oh,
know.
God. I shouldn't say that when Cryptic's around. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, no,
my.
I'm gonna ignore Cryptic because Cryptic is always the tricky one.
Sound advice.
Oh, hey, Jormungandr.
Oh, hey.
Hi, trucker. Honk,
Oh,
honk.
wow. Yeah, how offensive. Trucker ain't
Yeah,
that big.
that's-
Jesus.
No, I was saying hi to her in chat.
I was gonna say, like, holy shit.
Fucking hell.
Are you sure you need a trucker? Like you could just carry that shit on your back as a giant snake? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's a hi, trucker?
See, it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through.
Now, I want to do an edit of this cutscene where it's just like honk honk as he shows up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like the Thomas the Tank Engine theme music intensifies.
No. Just honk honk and then
Just
trucker
honk,
saying
alright.
Trucker saying one of the dirty things he sometimes says in that voice he does.
My.
Maybe talking about Femboy on Skills podcast. Make it happen, trucker.
Indeed.
Why you? Oh, no, that's not right.
Oh god.
Oh my.
Alright, so yeah. All I know is that I think I need to download all my streams, cut them down, and then shoot them to you guys to help me edit whenever I'm done with this series.
Yes.
Yep.
The memes shall flow forth.
Yes.
He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you.
I need to work on thumbnails as well. And you need to use the ones I made already.
Jesus Christ, Jormungandr, your fucking breath, we can see it.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What's he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one on the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
I like how this controller is a woman's wet dream right now.
Said you were friends.
Hey, well.
Forgive me. Tongue sober.
Wait, look!
Oh, that reminds me of something I haven't thought of in fucking years. Is that
What, the vibrating controller?
Where is this chisel?
it's vaguely related to that. Right? Okay, so do any of you guys remember the game Res for the PS2?
No.
Okay, so it was basically a launch title for the console, or like very close to a launch title.
Mhm.
It's basically
So I wasn't born yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like 2000 or 2001, somewhere there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
I was negative 4 years old. Go on.
okay. Well, that explain it, right? But yeah, basically, it's a arcade sort of rhythm shooter, essentially, like where you're essentially like floating around in like this sort of cyberspace looking stuff, and like the whole idea is that you sort of shoot enemies or like random bits that are flying at you in time with the music, and then like based on what you do in the game actually affects the music itself, so you have to sort of keep constantly adjusting, and it's actually a really good, fun, and addictive game. Very short though, it's like 5 hours, something like that, but anyway. The special edition version came with a vibrator that plugged into the second controller port, so that while you're playing the game, and it'll actually randomly vibrate the vibrator in time with the music.
After I'm done.
So
Great.
yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
I am so happy I now know this knowledge. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you.
So that you and your missus can have a great time playing the game together. basically.
So when we get to the
I should have went to bed.
But you didn't.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't.
Joker says that. So
I am blue and I make bad choices. Sorry.
Indeed, you do.
Keep rowing towards the
So
stanchions of
Pump
the
and Drucker
water, then
says
thread past
so Beat Saber before Beat Saber was cool, fucking hipsters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, yes. Although I don't know. By the looks of it, it's like Rez is like a far more interesting game and
You never did tell me
far
about
more
Fred's
horny
baby
with the vibrator. So
Well,
basically,
she blames me in large measure for her
Yeah.
present circumstances, and not totally without reason.
yeah.
It all goes back to the
Unironically, a
war
really
Maester
great game
Vanir.
though, despite its like
Prior to that, wars
slight
with Aesir
degeneracy
were
with the
peaceful.
with the
The
special
Vanir had
edition.
proved very equal and exacted
But yeah, like
devastating
I
damage.
think you can pick up the PlayStation
Both
2
sides
version
suffered tremendous
extremely
losses,
fucking cheap
and
nowadays,
for many of
and
us, quite frankly, war
yeah,
was
they
simply no fun
well,
anymore.
I say relatively recently,
Rather
but they've
senseless waste of
released like a
precious life.
PC version on Steam,
You agree, brother?
which essentially makes it
Precisely.
full HD and
Enough is enough.
60
And
FPS,
at
and
last, Odin's most
adds in like
brilliant
an
advisor
additional
returned to
level
find a more
that
delightful
wasn't
path.
released. So
He set about to broker
Just
a
kidding.
pact with
Beat
the
Saber
gods.
was never cool.
Convincing, but ultimately
fair enough,
delivered
yeah.
by
Speaking of VR, I do want to get into VR, but
Vanir
Oh,
Goddess,
yes.
legendary not only for her fatal
Speaking of
victory,
VR,
but
there
her
is actually a
genius as a
VR
very Vanir
mode
magic
for
Odin had long
for
aspired
Res
to
on the
master.
PC. So
Freya
Huh.
married Odin?
Huh.
the thing is if I had to pick
To protect her
VR,
selfless
it
act.
would definitely not be meta.
She deserves better than she got.
oh fuck no.
Oh, fuck no.
Of course, there's more to
No,
I know
that
there's
would-
HTC,
Yeah, there's HTC.
and then there's Valve Index.
Yeah, Valve Index. There was a PlayStation VR, but nobody talks about PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
Not even
but-
PlayStation talks about PlayStation.
No,
VR.
it's
No.
alright.
You were taken from this realm too early. You who walks among the living,
I would probably pick up the Valve Index if I had the money.
yearns for peace.
Yes.
Yet her
Fuck me, is it not cheap? It's like $1,000.
Nope.
make my
Oh,
glory
yeah.
Hi, Spoonie.
whole again.
Hey, Spoonie. Yeah,
What, is to
and the
collect
thing
her
is, like,
bones?
it's a grand,
Ulvins
and
say their
like
magic knows no
for
bounds. She can
for
read
hardware
magic
where
before
there's
she's
like
lost.
there's only like a handful of games that are actually any
Boy,
good
I
for the
can smell
platform,
you
really.
Yeah.
Rest
Like
assured,
there's the
her
VR
magic
mode
is
for
strong
Res,
enough
which I
to
just
create
mentioned, which
bridges
is
between
supposed to
life
be
and
fantastic. There's a VR mode for Elite Dangerous, which I really want to try because that sounds fucking awesome.
death. They've taken
Right.
the sweet Gulvik
and
bones
off the top of my
and
head, that's
spread
about
them
fucking
across
it.
the lake.
Aside from like a few like indie platformers that are VR for some reason.
Good. The special chisel is ahead. What's this game?
And then there is also Half-Life Alex.
Oh yeah, there's Half-Life Alex, yeah.
I don't think I can ever justify VR unless
Yeah.
it got really cheap.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just... The thing is that the Valve Index, even though it's like at least 5 years old, for some reason has never really gone down in price.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's... But then I suppose, like, when the competition is, like, relatively few and far between, it's like, well... Yeah, like, if you don't go for Steam, then you go for, like, 2 other ones, and that's about
And
it.
yeah, one of them is completely fucking untrustworthy.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like fair Gulvik, this realm suffers without her spirit.
Father, maybe we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again.
Like, I see VR as something that
Boy,
I'll get if I have, like, shit tons of money to just
Yeah.
fling around for no reason. Like, Like there
After
isn't
you've gotten
any-
everyone else Steam Decks, yes.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna keep memeing that into the ground.
Indeed, yes. So
To be-
if I were to ever win the Euro Millions, right, I would buy every single person on our server a Steam Deck. I don't know. Move all of us in the UK over to America.
Base.
Because yes, indeed. One of the base states, you know, it's I don't know, like fucking Arizona or I can't actually. Like Cryptic mentioned like a whole bunch, and I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. So buy everybody Steam Decks. Move everybody in the UK over to America. What else would I do? Oh well, buy each and every one of us a house in America. That would help having somewhere to
Yeah,
live.
it would be kind of helpful.
We need a giant Discord village.
Yes, indeed, yes. Oh man.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we all know if we all just lived in the same fucking village, every day someone would knock on my door saying, "Hey, can you fix my computer? Can you fix my computer?"
As long as there's a
Even
micro
Cryptic would be
center.
asking to fix my computer even when nothing's wrong, just to fuck with me.
Yeah, indeed.
Look,
But even when there isn't tech issues, they will make up tech issues just to fuck with me.
Exactly. Like Cryptic would just be like, well,
Trailer
anyway,
Park
you
Discord, yes.
Yeah, Trailer Park Discord.
Yes.
Cryptic would orchestrate a terrorist attack
All
on
of
his...
you would melt in Arizona. Yeah, I would die.
Well, you say that, right? Because I've actually been to Arizona myself, and it's actually not that bad. It's
Your
insane.
temperature regulation isn't as fucked as mine is.
Fair point, but okay. But anyway, okay, the heat is intense. I will say that, but at the same time, like here in the UK, it's mostly like humidity, isn't it? Like the actual temperature is usually pretty nice. It's just way too fucking humid. That's most of the problem we have here in the UK. In Arizona, it's the exact opposite problem. Like the heat is even hotter, but it's insanely dry, which actually makes it far more pleasant.
Well, it depends how much drier, because no humidity is also.
Well, yeah, there is that, yeah, but like it's, you know, like I say, compared to like the UK, which like I think the average in the summer is like 86, 87% humidity average, I think.
Yeah,
And
or higher.
Whereas like Arizona is like, I don't know, like 20 at most.
And I'm pretty sure my enemy just disappeared, but okay.
Darn. That didn't seem
Right,
to do
yeah. Like Chucker says, 46 degrees C in the shade. Yeah, that's about right.
There.
But no, like, I think going by memory, like I absolutely loved Arizona. You know, would love to go there as an adult. It's, you know, yeah. 'cause,
Let's
like,
try the other
last time
side.
I was last time I was there, I was like, shit. I was like halfway through secondary school or high school if you're in America. So, yeah, I think that was like halfway through the Obama administration. So yeah, it's probably changed a lot since then. But yeah. But still, it's if I were to ever you know, visit America again, it would absolutely be the South. You know, because I did unironically adore the South when I visited. Yeah.
Racist. Yeah, say racist shit.
You are live on stream, Arms.
That
The Confederacy did the Confederacy did nothing wrong.
Oh, God.
No, but Blue, as if that's actually holding me back. Let's be
Oh,
fucking
yeah, that's
honest
a good
here.
point.
Oh, YouTube censor you?
Well,
All right, yeah.
this is my shocked face.
All right, so these are even fucking uglier.
Mhm.
Ew.
Oh, Hmm. Going to the Nordic gay bar, I see. Yeah.
Oh my.
I said before you say it's a dry heat, so it's sticking. All right, okay, yeah.
YouTube is special sometimes with that kind of shit.
Indeed, indeed.
I see something up there.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Atreus.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have about just under a week, or just over a week, to get the God of War series done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find the tip of that. That's the magic we need.
Because Ragnarok releases on the 16th.
Oh, okay.
Enemies.
Yeah. So you're mainly just going to be playing this game, or are you going to play the trilogy as well?
Just this game.
Just this game. Okay.
I. I would have done the trilogy, but well, firstly, it wouldn't be a YouTube series.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And secondly, I am even less familiar with the original trilogy, unfortunately.
All right, yeah. Fair enough. Even me, like, I'm only really familiar with like the first one and God of War 3, really. Never actually played much of 2, which I know to most God of War fans is a fucking travesty.
Yeah, that's seen
but
as a
still.
blasphemous.
I know, yeah. That's I don't know, like the 2 just like completely passed me by back in the day. I have no idea why. You know.
Alright, so I know this is gonna. Yeah.
Oh, Spoonie says a couple of days before her birthday. Oh.
Huh.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll give you God of War Ragnarok as a present, seeing as it's that close to your birthday.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't even know if she has a PC that could run it, but.
Well. Yeah.
She has a shitty old laptop with a dying battery that her ex-husband ruined.
Well, she can she can have the game and try. Damn it! Run it on ultra low everything.
We can use my fucking janky setup we use for the Borderlands stream where it won't work half the time.
Yeah. Install a mod so it's all PS1 graphics. Yeah. Running at 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's.
Those are actually some mods I find really fucking cool. It's like
Stone Age God of War, yeah.
Yeah, like Stone Age God of War, yeah. But like sort of redoing modern, well, quote unquote modern games in with like old school retro graphics. Like I know they redid Bloodborne with PS1 graphics, and it's like, holy shit, this is actually really fucking good. Yeah, it even has like the original control scheme where if you were to play with a controller, like the right thumbstick doesn't actually do anything. You have to control it with like the left and right trigger buttons, like you would on the original PlayStation. Which I do. A neat little detail I just find like really fucking cool. You know.
Well, I was gonna joke and say, if there's a version of birthday cake that you could make up for on God of Ragnarok here, I'm thinking of Neve's Gaming and how they would do it on Battlefields. They,
Right.
Multiplayer, they'd find somebody with a tank and then cover their tank in C4.
Oh, like Jeep stuff.
What does it say?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that's basically what they would do, and it was called a birthday cake. Happy birthday.
Fucking hell.
You might have to watch that just to see it described better. Don't watch the whole thing because those are freaking long. But you probably could do something like that for Spoonie, for her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
When I gave Spoonie, happy birthday, Spoonie.
Yeah. And I just noticed, sorry to sort of get off track of what we were just talking about. I just noticed that thing in the background. That's a dead giant.
Oh yeah.
That's just something I never noticed before. It's just like, hang on, does that background bit looks like a dead giant? Holy shit, it is a dead giant. That's something I never noticed before. I just assumed it was like part of the scenery or whatever.
Which is wild, considering we are investigating the dead giant.
I know. It's almost as though that was deliberate. Spoonie says, explosions? I need explosions? Yes, based. Yes. Everybody needs explosions. Or more explosions if you happen to be, well acquainted with them. Yeah.
I'm banned from using grenades, apparently.
Yeah, because you're such a fucking terrorist.
Yeah, which is strange, seeing as one, it's illegal to own in Britain, as far as I'm
meant
aware,
in video games, but yeah.
Oh, video games. Oh,
Yeah,
right. I thought you meant real life. I was just thinking, like, wait, how the fuck did you manage to get something like?
Well, no,
grenades
when I'm in
over
a game
here?
and I'm playing with like almost anyone, that eventually it'll get to the point where it's like, stop throwing fucking nades. You keep ruining everything.
Aha, right.
It happens with every group. It's like, could you not? No, I cannot not throw nade.
Did I just suddenly attack an ice ancient because I know I can? Yes.
Indeed, you did. Nice.
What awful pest!
Get the shit kicked out of you, motherfucker!
I felt that one, brother.
Hey, thanks,
Oh, wow.
Atreus.
Kind of ironic when the ice ancient gets frozen by one of your attacks. The irony.
Kinda scary sometimes.
I just... Oh. Oh, more nightmares. There we go. Well, we may not have necessarily had explosions, but we did have action.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, we did have an explosion.
Yes. It was a decidedly mediocre one, but we did have one. Yes.
And a dead body, in case you want to see it.
Yes.
We have dead bodies in this game.
Yes.
Also, light arrows are super fucking broken in this game.
Yeah.
Because that stun meter is very important.
Right. Aye. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna end horribly, isn't it?
It usually does.
Oh,
Oh.
apparently not.
Okay, I was one of those you actually get helpful shit out of rather than enemies.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good to know.
So, I'm also legitimately surprised.
Yes. Yes.
We need all the hacks over we could get, boy.
Indeed. But Dad, we already have 10,000 of these. You could never have enough, boy.
We are poor, boy.
Indeed.
Those nightmares are pieces of shit, boy.
Do you know how much they have affected inflation, boy? You need 10,000 just to pick up groceries.
You cannot get the Xbox if we cannot fucking afford it, boy. But I thought we were a PlayStation guys, Dad.
Fuck PlayStation, get a PC, boy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, unironically.
Exactly, yes.
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
There we go. Spoonie's birthday added to my calendar. I swear I did that last year, but guess not. There.
Catch your smoke, bitch! Shouldn't have taunted me, bitch! Oh, okay. This is so much fucking fun!
Mm-hmm.
You do not want the smoke, boy.
It's bad for your health, boy.
Get the smoke, bitch. There's one more. Oh, there you are.
Yep, they're knowingly trying to run away from you, basically. They're like, oh, he's insane. Oh, okay, he's insane. This been our insane guy.
It's taken them this long to figure that out. like Kratos has been insane since like the first game. Oh, bless him.
Well, it's when even the monsters feel like too insane for them, and they start running away. You're like, yeah, that's right, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Bitch.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Why are you such a bitch?
Why are you such a bitch? Bitch!
Bitch, babe.
Bitch! Suck on this, bitch!
And this entire voice chat has got way more gayer than even me. I know, right? I know. You should be disgusted.
Oh! God! That fucker Sindri's here.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Sindri.
Hey, Sindri.
Don't mind me, I'm just looting.
All you things are belongs to us. So it's just a way of, you know.
Yeah, also, fun fact, so, I don't know if everybody knows this, but, I know most of us would, but yeah, Kratos is voiced by Tilk.
Fight.
Yes, yes.
Well, that was a waste of a perfectly
What?
good apple.
How were
It's
you
in
not
this
seeing?
game. Huh.
There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
Yeah, we know. Dwarves have magic. At least based on the rules of this game.
Yes.
And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees.
Well, I think to be fair, most fantasy settings do. Dwarves do have like at least a modicum of magic, but yeah.
It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
My brother wanted to know
Hey.
if you're going out to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me. Was there meat on his breath?
Jesus Christ, you almost killed a dude.
Mm-hmm.
You let him touch this.
Indeed.
Damn right I did, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, then.
See, I'm just imagining him like taking the axe out and fucking cutting him in half.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, Sindri, like you do realize you pushing it from that angle, at
Yeah,
that position
yeah.
of the axe, it'll just swing right into your
Yeah,
spine, right?
Yeah, that deserved. He deserved that to fucking cut him in two. Stupid
Indeed.
cunt.
Like, bless you, Sindri, but you're very
Brings you around, friends.
dumb sometimes.
I won't bless him. If that cut him in half, I would have giggled myself to death.
Yeah,
Oh,
alright,
good,
so
yeah.
this is how close we... Oh, I think this armor... You get these armors by going through Muspelheim. Which, I suck too much at this game to ever consider going to Muspelheim.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, unfortunately in this playthrough, you will not be seeing Muspelheim. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yes.
I am just that bad at this game.
All right.
And we're back to you.
Oh, Samara Cinder. Or Sinmara. Yeah.
Clarity. Good help. That looks amazing.
No, it doesn't. Don't lie to me, Sindri.
Yes.
Artifact.
Done and done. Don't forget to wash your hands.
So, this plan of yours,
Can you guess it?
knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward? Boy, Farmer really liked jewelry, didn't he?
You know, for a snow-covered corpse.
I've been up since like 2 something.
Yeah, maybe you should get some rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe.
It's always been 24 hours, dude. Like, maybe,
I was gonna say, maybe
I
don't
just
do that.
remembered. Yeah, well, The thing is, yesterday, I got home from work, did some stuff in my room, then fell asleep at like 7 o'clock or something stupid. Woke up at 2 or 3, and have been up since then.
Ew. Like at a certain point in the day, I'd just be thinking like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to sleep. I don't care."
Well,
Like, if I
I almost fell asleep after work again,
Right.
but then didn't.
Right. Okay.
And now I'm here, and I forgot that I've been up this long until I started yawning. I was like, "Oh yeah, you've been up." Because I always ask the question when I yawn, even in my head, "Why are you tired?" And it's like, "Oh, that's why."
Right. Yes.
I would be like, who needs an axe when you got fists of fire?
Indeed.
Yep. I am the weapon. Fuck you.
Kratos' mantra since like fucking 2003. Basically, I am a weapon. I don't need weapons.
Who the fuck shot me?
You're gay.
See, I'm half tempted to make an acolyte joke about how the Jedi don't attack the unarmed, apparently, but I felt so disgusted thinking of the joke in my head, I just couldn't.
Well, yeah, but the thing is Kratos is such a weapon that attacking him unarmed would be the ideal thing to do.
Yes, yes. His more popular alternative would be, his own family.
Oof.
I know, oof. Yeah.
Too soon?
A little bit.
20 years.
Even though it's like, yeah, to 20 years and it's still too soon, right?
Will it ever not be too soon?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So many lives lost. What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
What do the giants have to do with the war between the gods?
Yeah.
Nothing at all. That's the
Yeah.
tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed only by Thor's lust for blood.
Look at me using multiple paths.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Huh.
Killdozer AR. Give me.
Huh?
It's
Those
just
AR.
a souped up AR-15.
Yeah. I don't care, I want it.
Boy, give
And
me the
seeing a-
souped up
Some texture.
AR-15.
Yes. And seeing as we're currently living in Britain, it's probably illegal to even visit the website, let alone buy it.
Yeah, they'll probably...
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm on Twitter, but that probably won't
okay.
be. It won't be too long.
Well, and yeah, that even though it is a bit of an ugly piece of shit, I kind of want it as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, but I just want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Red. How are you?
Hey, Red. We're playing gameses. Or, well, Arms is, and we're just being doofuses while he plays games.
Yeah, hi, Red.
And hello, Tree Rat.
And hey, TC.
Oh god, we got the tree rat. Run!
Oh no! The tree rat with gun.
Yes.
That he somehow legally acquired in the UK.
Legally.
Yeah,
well,
pretty sure it's a
I don't
case
think he
of...
cares about laws. I think he's like, I've saw at least 5 dead bodies.
Well,
like, just
to be
in his path.
though, like, does the laws apply to squirrels as well as humans here in the UK?
I think
I'm just
squirrels have less rights than humans, so...
Oh, right. Well.
So I think it might actually be even worse for him.
Ah. Well, sorry, TC, off to the gulag with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been to worse places. Like Hull.
Blessing of Frost.
You're all screwed now. I don't think so.
No, no. Au contraire, my friend.
I need to draw my cat in a tank.
Tank pussy. Or pussy tank.
Hmm. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of this random picture I come across on Twitter. Like, it's like an extreme microscopic like view
Penis? I don't
of
know.
like the inside of a vagina.
Oh wow, okay.
What the fuck?
I know. Like,
Why?
And looking at it, you think like, oh, you think exactly the same. Oh, what the fuck? Why? Yeah, it's like,
Why is that on your Twitter page? Who the fuck is tweeting that?
I have no idea.
Block it.
Indeed. Maybe I should block arms. I don't know.
Oh.
Whoa! What do you mean me?
Whoa! What? Well, I mean, you know, you are horny on main like most of the time. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it's as if that's why I'm calling Peter Server. But yeah.
Look, I see most of Arms' tweets. I've never seen that, Shadow. I don't think it's Arms.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Ooh, you got most of it.
Allah Akbar.
Give me a tank. Yes, Red. Give me a tank.
Well, stealthy.
Give all the cats tanks.
Now we must free the other strap.
We do?
Yeah, we must free the strap from the authoritarian regime that is the British government.
Why are we going up when what we need is all the way down there?
Think.
Well, the chisel tip is under thick layers of ice, so melting it won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals nearby for me to shoot, so that's not an option.
Correct.
That just leaves smashing the ice. We need something ridiculously heavy to... Oh.
Good.
It's never enough, Red.
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands near the chisel tip?
Not possible. We cut it free, write it down, and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck.
You are welcome to suggest a different one.
I like how Kratos is pretty much like, you got a better idea, bitch?
I never have better ideas.
Release the strap.
Hold tight.
Yes, release the strap, my homies.
Gotta have a big boom. Very big.
Yes.
Very.
Seriously, this game must be really good for women.
That didn't work. It only fell little ways.
Especially with the way this controller's going.
I fuck it, I.
But don't blame me, blame the controller constantly vibrating.
I'm still blaming you. It's your brain. It's your brain coming up with those thoughts, not mine.
Yeah, don't blame me, bitch. Well, Jesus' Last Supper is officially ruined as I destroyed the poor table.
Sand bowl, but how do we get to it?
We cannot. Boy, over here.
think this is where I think we might be fighting Magni and
What does
Modi.
it say?
When time itself is disarrayed, the forward path is retrograde. Retrograde? It's backwards?
Those symbols. The seasons?
Yeah, but the order's all jumbled. Shouldn't it be winter, spring, summer, autumn?
Why start with winter?
It's from a song Mother used to sing.
Oh, I know that one. Winter that
Quiet head.
doesn't like music either. Got it.
Awesome.
Boy.
Vetter, Var, Sumar, Haust. It didn't work, but I know that's the order in the song Mom sang.
Try that.
Vetter, Var, Sumar, Haust. It didn't work, but I know that's the order in the song Mom sang.
Yes.
There.
Haust, Var, Sumar, Vetter. Nuh-uh, that wasn't right.
I know it starts
Because the paintings can't fight back, Red.
Alright, I start with winter. So I would have thought that's spring. And then that's autumn. Which should be right, right?
Boy.
Vetter, Var, Sumar, Haust.
Much better. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you kindly.
But I know that's the order in the
So
song.
yeah, the inside of a vagina.
Oh, fuck off.
Sumar, Haust.
You can go back to being deafened. Fuck you.
Fine, okay.
It didn't work. But I know that's the order in the song Mom sang.
Yeah. I won't say too much more, but it looks weird. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks very, very weird. Bleh.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I'm stuck.
How many things are on the wall?
So, I think there's like 3 a pop. So, that each
Okay, so
represent a
there's 4,
season.
and then there's 3 each.
Yeah. But I think they represent seasons. Now, you'd think it would be starting with winter. Then you go into spring.
See, there's
Unless you
81
start-
possible combinations. I'm sure you'll get it right at some point.
And then summer here. And then autumn.
And the thing is he's already kind of tried spring to winter,
Sumar.
starting with spring to winter.
But then the trailer says it's wrong.
It didn't work, but I know that's the order in the song Mom sang.
Huh.
Alright, what
Again,
about
81 possible combinations, I'm sure.
summer.
I think spring is first.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Wait, what if summer is lost? And then this is winter. There is no winter.
Huh.
No winter for you. Not allowed.
Indeed. Which is kind of gay because I actually quite like winter. But...
Yeah, no.
What am I?
Sorry.
What? Okay.
You gotta think that the leaf is fall, right?
Yeah.
And the flower is spring. The
Well, that's...
snowflake is winter.
Yes.
So the sun's gonna be summer.
Yeah. No, the thing is there's obviously the order of the seasons, but
Try that.
Vower, Sumar, Sumar, Sumar.
yeah, it's obviously not that. But
Still nothing.
Boy, the order from the song again.
Winter, spring, summer, autumn.
are you for fucking real? Wait, I'm a fucking idiot.
Uh-huh.
Well, if it's in reverse, it's so fucking simple that I didn't think, oh, that would be particularly smart.
There.
Yes.
Sumar.
Yep.
That's it.
It's such a simple fucking solution.
Mm-hmm.
Atreus, that
And
word.
there you go.
Thola. It means
You try to put the USB port in backwards, Abs.
Yeah, that's literally what this is the equivalent of. And then, like DSP, I didn't think of that until like 5 minutes.
Write it again.
Thola. Rise! The energy's lifting the platform.
Keep writing.
Which is still more competent than Rich, who can figure out how a vape works.
Thola.
How is this possible?
My guess
Do I suck
Oh,
out the
man.
arse end of the vape where the USB-C port is?
It's like fucking hell.
When you're too high to try and get high.
Why did they stop?
Indeed.
Fuck
Indeed.
turns out stopping time keeps the sun and moon
Oh,
from
man.
streaking across the sky.
Like, of all of the like
Not stop the wolves that
he-
chase
like
them.
retro gaming YouTube was like the thing for years back in the day. But like you look at it now and it's literally just like, oh yeah, it's DSP and Rich. Like, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean?
Well, Rich doesn't fucking cover any gaming stuff.
Oh yeah, fair enough,
He's too
yeah.
busy alienating his audience with politics
Yeah,
and
actually- yeah.
talking about Phil as if he's any better.
Right,
When he's
yeah.
worse.
Yeah. Well, it goes to show how far back I've fucking watched Rich. Cause
Oh yeah, I watched
Fucking
him for the better part of a decade as
Oh
well.
yeah, same.
Now all he does is get high on streams and act like a complete pussy.
Yeah, indeed.
It's halfway empty.
Alright, so, no need to be a good player at this game when you can just throw everyone off.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Just ask the guys who regularly play Soul Calibur.
Seriously, this is
Wipeout.
fucking hilarious.
Back to writing before the floor collapses.
Third person Super Smash Brothers with Kratos.
Yeah. I think I knocked all of them off the platform. That's hilarious.
Or spleef, but you're not allowed to break the ground underneath the other bands. Either one.
Red says, Destiny still plays games while he acts like a petulant child. Yeah.
I think Rich is worse, though. Still.
Yeah.
Rich is bad.
Yeah.
Which is depressing.
Because, like, at least, I don't know, like, with Destiny, at least he's somewhat coherent when he wants to be. Whereas Rich is just, he's just there, basically.
Oh, well, is he really there?
Well, he's here, there, and everywhere, as far as I'm aware, but, you know.
Catch these hands, you stupid bitch!
Review Tech USA,
Yeah.
Red, they... June the King did a documentary on him not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy and PPP were fucking felting him for months on their show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, it dug up everything he's ever done, and yeah, dude's a scumbag.
Indeed, indeed. I think, off the top of my head, like, the only, like, retro gaming YouTube channel that sort of kept his nose relatively clean from, like, day one is, like, LGR, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, he's literally, like, as far as I'm aware, he's been involved in absolutely no drama whatsoever. Has, as far as I'm aware, never expressed any politics whatsoever. And his content is just, like, old school PC gaming and, like, computers.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, holy shit, like, why is nobody else doing that? You know? Like,
If Rich just continued to do fucking gaming news where he reads an article and basically does no other, like, additional things, he'd still be making, like, 6 figures a year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He decided getting a high every day on stream and pissing away his savings on useless shit was a better idea.
Right.
Like when the Switch Lite came out, he bought it in every single fucking color. Like, why?
Fucking hell. Like, I don't know. Although that would, saying that, like, that would be the sort of stupid shit that I did used to do back when retro gaming was, like, a relatively, like, new.
Oh my
Retro
god!
gaming, it's the Switch.
Well, no.
The Switch Lite.
Just,
Not even the original Switch, the Switch Lite.
No.
Right, yeah.
When it was
know
new.
that.
Just shh.
I know that, but,
Just
like,
shh.
that is, like,
Guys.
the sort of... Hello.
What?
I just managed to narrowly avoid death.
Hey.
She's in
nice.
chat or cat in yeah, she's watching us. Yeah. Hi, Spooty. I know you're still there. Red's looking for you.
I just narrowly managed to avoid death.
Nice.
Nice. And Death is like, oh, you bastard, I wanted you to die so much. Would have gotten a nice paycheck out of you.
Oh, yeah. That was so close.
Nice.
That was so fucking close.
The boy.
Just having a little fun, you big grump.
Well, there it is. How are we going to get it free?
A push. Trust me.
Watch a seagull trip you up.
Dig in
Yeah.
and push with everything.
Yeah, if he survived all that to be killed by a seagull,
I would
never
laugh,
hit the
laugh.
fucking end of it.
I love how that dude is still on his ass.
We jump.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be there for like the other game as well. He's just
He's
there now.
permanently decapitated head.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I panic?
At least he's facing away from it.
Yeah. Although I imagine, like in the middle of combat, like he just
Like
be
that.
swinging around, and like occasionally
Ow.
just like he'd be just
Ow, my
kissing his ass. Just like, God dang it, Kratos! Like, can't you just be more careful? Your ass tastes like ass.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Mimir was having a particularly good time when his face was rubbing against
Yeah, I was
the
gonna,
ice.
that's why I said ow.
Well, yeah.
Real considerate lads.
You got to get an outfit that's all spiky on the bottom, just so he's like, I hate you.
The man credit. He has a talent for destroying things.
All
Just
covered in
count-
thorns or something.
You should have left me in that fucking tree. Fuck you.
No, trust me, there is a funnier fucking joke that you will get to
Mm-hmm.
in the next game.
Nice.
Especially when it, in regards to it being Horns first. Yep,
I should
Magni
probably
mode.
watch a bunch of stuff on God of War just so I can sort of keep up with what you two know, because I don't really know anything.
Look, it's actually relatively simple if you pay attention.
Yeah.
It is, to be fair, and like the good thing about 2018 and Ragnarok is that you
don't really need to know much about the originals.
Yeah, like
Right.
it's good to know at least some, like, a summary of what happened in the trilogy, but just for like additional context, or like the occasional sort of emotional moment that or character moment that just hits that little bit harder if you're aware of what happened during that time.
Yeah.
But no, the majority of the time you can literally just, I don't know, play the two games, or just watch somebody play those two games and basically get everything that you really need to know.
Red,
Yeah.
did your mother ever tell you it's bad to spread lies online?
Box has so many thongs he ran out of storage room. Oh my!
There.
Well, what if he's
I don't know who this
Australian
box
and
fucker is though, so
Oh yeah. He's been replaced by this random asshole called Blueser.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, it started with a blue Spartan, then
Indeed. Yeah, and then sort of
yeah, it gets
escalated from there, as it were. Although I've always thought, mate, like, kind of missed the trick of like drawing like your like cat, your no-name cat in a blue box.
Yeah, I've. But to be fair, the box had nothing to do with it being blue. But yeah,
Well, yeah, I
have
know,
thought about...
but like it's just,
Well-
it'd be like a, I don't know, a funny pun if you're, I don't know,
Yeah,
aware of your law, basically.
Well, I thought about like, particularly when like referencing like older stuff in this group, drawing the cat with like a box on his head.
Yeah.
Because that was the sort of like running concept, even though I never got around to actually drawing a character. Because if you think I like take forever to draw things now, back then,
Right.
you get maybe two incredibly basic drawings out of me a year. Because everything else I try would mess up, and then I'd be demotivated, and then not touch the pencil for like a year. Not a year, but like several months.
Yeah.
But no, the idea was it was just a dude with a box on his head, with this sort of like glowing white eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could do that with a cat.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
And then for newer avatars, I thought of like almost like a little hair clip or something, where it's just the box with the eyes on it, and then the eyes also match whatever expression I have. I don't know though.
Ah, yeah.
Let's throw doggies. Oh
Just a
no, the
reminder,
dog's
Cryptic,
dead.
that for you to get a physical copy of the picture that you paid for, you would have to give Blue your address.
Mm-hmm. You gotta dox yourself, boy.
Otherwise, you know.
Yeah,
you
just
can
put
always
your
print an
address in the
outfit
chat,
and
then I'll be sure to send.
Indeed. So that everybody for all time would know exactly where you live.
I mean, otherwise you could just print it out yourself. I mean, you know, color printer, and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Costco, you know, discount. It's like, sir, you have to bring out your inner Liver King and keep
Oh god,
pounding
no,
the shit out of
no,
his nuts. What?
no, Jen,
What?
I'd forgotten he existed. Why? No.
It came up yesterday because somebody was talking about people who eat weird things, and I was like, the Liver King.
Uh-huh.
I had locked that fucking grifter to the like far corners of my mind, and now he's there.
He crops up every
Hi.
once in a while. He's still an entertainer, so he crops up every once in a while.
He's just there, doing
Yeah.
his steroids and eating his weird fucking animal parts. I don't know. And sat next to his children, which definitely don't look like they want to be there.
Fuck off, I.
Do you need the other charger?
Yes, dude. It's gone.
Okay. Uh-huh. No, go. Out.
Leave, child.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your brother didn't need to see that. He fucking disappeared again. Did anyone see that?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yep.
He just disappeared into the ether.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't exist anymore. What the fuck? Just what? Hey, at least everything's dead.
Yeah. I have information that can lead to Hillary Clinton's arrest. Disintegrates.
Something ahead.
See, lad, he's fine. Thought it best to vanish when Thor's idiot sons showed up. Let's get started then.
Luke barely draws anymore. That's not true, TC.
You got an art gift last weekend, fuckface.
You don't have to run off on my account.
Yes, I do. Fuck off, Sindri.
Ah. Yeah, I don't have a full-time job. No, not at all.
No
Not
way.
Doesn't
a
work.
full-time job where I'm increasingly having to do more and more of a task because my dad can't. No,
Indeed.
definitely not.
And a job that's extremely labor intensive, even if you didn't have to do that, you know. Yeah.
Tucker's
No.
like, explain weird foods. Well, weird foods are honestly anything that you think of as weird. But with Liver King, it's the amount of bull testicles that he consumes.
Ah, fuck.
Oh
Ow.
my.
Whoa,
Yeah, he every show he does, he's got a guy who does a recipe with balls. I'm like,
Let's see if I can't make
Look.
something more sanitary.
Shut up, Sindri. Oh, news.
Shut up.
Cryptic says, beating off in an abandoned building is not labor intensive for Box. I mean,
Okay,
I don't
That's
know.
not my job.
I guess.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
You've been
I was gonna say-
misinformed, Cryptic.
I was gonna say if it was, yeah, he kind of has a point, but you know.
I'm pretty sure Arms is the one who works in the warehouse, so he's more of the guy who's working with the boxes. Box is the one replacing the doors.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else entirely. Oh yeah, Arms is the one that beats off when that works.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I
there's,
thought was gonna go as well. I was like, oh, okay. Just throw Arms under the bus instead.
Well, I thought that was where you were gonna go with that, because like we were literally just talking about that. It's just like, oh yeah, Arms. Oh man.
This fight is mine, boy. Go.
Red says Arms Box is off with big hammers. Yeah, I'm sure he could.
Oh no, brother.
Mm-hmm.
got a bow. What are we gonna do?
Cryptic says you people are disgusting. Oh, right, okay, we're the disgusting ones. Sure, okay.
What do you mean, you people?
I know, right?
Fucker. Racist.
I mean, we have a pink flower, a black cat, a snow leopard, and
Vampire.
yeah, vampire. Yeah, guy. Yeah, thing. Yes. Like we are technically not people.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, technically,
Jen is
out of
some
all
weird
of
psychic
us-
flower that gives me bad dreams.
Indeed.
Sorry, Jen.
Well, I mean, if Arms is a vampire, then it's kind of like, well, anybody that he was alive with is probably already dead. So isn't he like the minority here? Like outright? I mean, if you were a vampire, anyway.
Yeah.
No, the only vampires I know are Shanny for Christ. Been sucking the life out of Rev. And I don't care because I think he's a drug addict anyway. I'm like, dude, you could leave at any time. She's not gonna be able to chase you for that long.
Yeah, it's like, well, when it comes to those two, it's like, yeah, it's just like you'd maybe feel sympathy for one of them depending on the context and the situation, but then like you're reminded like, oh yeah, it's these two. They're both equally fucking horrible. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, I hadn't seen anything from them for a while because I don't watch them personally. I generally just watch Alex. He's what I watch for that shit. But it did kind of look like that, you know. She sits next to him, and I'm like, are you like just like, do you have a tube or you suck all the fat out of him at night, you know? And it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, both of them will, Red. For different reasons. Rev, because he'll be like, I just want to snort my shit away.
Right.
And for Amber, or not Amber, for Chantel, it'll be for the obvious reasons.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of snorting, though, the only fucking lolcows I've been paying attention to are Ricada and fucking Rich.
Yeah.
I haven't even done that with Ricada. Like, I should. It's not like Nate doesn't update and stuff. I just wash my hands the minute I realize you're a drug addict. I did that to Andy Worski too. I was like, I liked him, you know, as a content creator because he's Canadian. I'm like, no, you were doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Worski isn't too bad now, but he was fucking bad not too long ago.
It's one of those things where, like, if I genuinely care about you as a person, I won't support your drug addict, and I'll do that anyway. Like, I don't want to support those people because they're kind of scummy anyway.
Yeah.
But certainly not if they're using it for drugs. And for Shenny and Amber Turds and all of them, even Nikocado, their drug is food. Sorry. Their drug is food.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
You know, they're crying about food, and I understand that. You get hungry. But then they spend it all on, like, takeout food. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
No wonder you're poor.
I think with Nikocado as well, at least from like the few videos I've seen, it's like, yeah, very, very obviously and clearly addicted to food, but then also I think has a bit of like a, I don't know, like a masochism with it. Like he like, it almost as though it seems like he enjoys the act of being, I don't know, like belittled for being fat.
He gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, gets a bit of a kick out of it. Yeah, like he cries every time it happens, but like it's like, dude, like this is constantly happening. Like if this was if this was something you unironically didn't like you wouldn't be doing it every single fucking time. Like, come on.
Yeah, like I have some sympathy. I do. Like I don't want to throw my brother out there, but I can see what it does, and it's not a fun place to be.
Oh hell no.
But
Because like as much as addiction to food, or I don't know, like just throwing an example out there, like porn addiction, for example, like it's not quite as a, you know, quote unquote as bad of an addiction as say drugs, but at the same time it is still an addiction. You know, it is something you still have to, I don't know, deal with and or you know, try your best to overcome. It's, you know.
I also think he's an attention seeker, which is a little bit ties to narcissism. And it's like there's some things you can fix. Like sure, he could fix his diet, but if he's getting off enough on the attention he gets, negative or positive, because narcissists like both, it doesn't matter.
Right.
That's the other addiction he has. But it is unrealistic for them to think that they're going to live off of YouTube for very long. Because I don't know if people are aware, but like you can kind of tell that YouTube's in the middle of a crash. Like,
yeah.
I would say that like if things are going the way they're going, we're either going to have another one of those. Oh, they're going for the ad revenue that nobody sees anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's going to be more of them looking for reasons to go through your channels to find reasons to shut you down. Like,
yep.
I don't want to hype it up with the. I keep falling on Nerdrotic because I actually recognize all three guys. I watch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just find Nerdrotic's name easier to say, and I can't pronounce Ryan's last name, so.
Right.
Ryan Kennel?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I should be able to. There's just some names where I'm like, I butchered that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Say Ryan.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's not an especially common name, really. So yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard, but maybe that's what it is. I have to say it a few times.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it on stream though, for other people to be like, "What'd you call him?"
Yeah. But
Sorry,
yeah.
Ryan. I'll practice on my own, you know. But I don't want to be like, "Did you hear that bitch say your last name?"
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think the best sort of advice I could give to, say, like content creators, like with the way YouTube has been for like the past several years and is going to end up in years to come, it's yeah, absolutely diversify your platform. Absolutely, like you know, obviously, like you know, make videos and content on YouTube because that's, you know, where the people are at the moment. But then also, like, you can also upload to, say, like Rumble or I don't know, fucking BitChute or where, like, go to like several different platforms just to, like, you know, so you're not too reliant on one particular site for your revenue, essentially.
Yep. You'd also have to sorry, but you also have to make your content like something viewers would actively want to seek out, because a lot of people,
absolutely.
like some people can make the switch work to say like Rumble or whatever. Others can't because their content isn't unique enough or sought out enough that if they just stop uploading, no one cares. They go off to someone else on
Right.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
Magni
also-
dead.
Indeed.
I would also say if you're a new content creator in the first place, I would just start off on the new sites anyway. Like the thing with YouTube is YouTube already kind of has their capital kings. That's not to say that they don't have room for others. It's just the thing with having that many people up there for that long, there's naturally already going to be gatekeeping to begin with, and that's been going on
Yes.
for a very long time, and it's reflective in more than just the algorithm. Like, yeah, algorithm is an easy one to point it out to, but there are plenty of people in our community that could have a place easily. Between all the fights in like the conservative sphere, like what's his face, Steven Crowder, those guys, Ben Shapiro, all those guys, there was room there for other conservatives to take a spot. Like, no offense, but a lot of people were unimpressed with the infighting, especially when it's petty bullshit. And you can tell that, like, the minute this stuff happens, you would normally find other channels. You know, you would see other channels in the side that are like, yeah, it's similar topics. These are just different people. You can at least try them out, see if they're, you know, reasonable enough for you to give them a shot. YouTube does not do that anymore.
No, it's been a long time since they bothered to fucking do that.
And so that's why I think the new sites are kind of perfect in that regard, because, like, yeah, Rumble's you're already going to have that. You know, your competition is your competition is going to be other conservatives. I hate to break it to you. The first task of learning about how to defeat conservatives or competition, yeah, I'll be more popular than your own side.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that the first rule of thumb that you should make with sort of any content on any platform is literally just make the content that you want to fucking make, for starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, regardless of how popular it is or how say good you are at doing it, like making content and talking about something that you're passionate about is like the basic beginning that you sort of need to nail at first, like the first time round, you know, like, because I don't know, like getting better at doing it like comes with practice, popularity, like, sure, like, you could chase popularity, but there's like people that have been doing that for years and still haven't fucking got it, you know what I mean?
You can get
Like,
through that door there now that you've got the
like, I think, like, you know, just you talking about something that you're passionate about and just being yourself while you do so is honestly that's enough of a good start for basically anyone to make any sort of content at all. You know, regardless of platform.
Yeah.
He says as he it's been about, I don't know, fucking 4 years since my last video. But still, you know.
I can't say much. The amount of fucking cancelled YouTube projects I've gone through. Where I think other than the cats video, I've basically cancelled every other thing I've tried.
I find once the heart goes out of a project, it just becomes more like work than something that you're necessarily as passionate about.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the thing with that I did with Kendra, like, yeah, it made the politics more palatable, knowing that we could do stuff to freak her out, you know. Like the odd you know chat that she would get from Big Dro, and she would lose her shit. It was enough of a palate cleanser, you know, to make the rest of it tolerable, you know.
Yeah.
And like that's one thing I quite like. I know, like, he has his detractors, and you know, rightly or wrongly, but like that's part of the reason why I like one of my favorite well, actually my favorite YouTuber of all time is Razorfist on the Rageaholic, is because you could tell literally every single video that he has ever made, it's always been like he's passionate about what it is he's talking about. You know, regardless of how, I don't know, like well versed he is on the subject, he's just very passionate about it, right? And he's actually said since pretty much since day one, I think he's said like as soon as the passion's gone, he's gone, basically.
Yes, sir.
You know, like because that's something that is like extremely important. To be fair, yeah.
It's really really hard to fake interest in something.
Oh, very much so.
that's something I especially know I struggle with, and some people can do it. I've seen them do it.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's
yeah.
just,
They're
you know,
yeah, they're
that's
like
a lot of acting.
yes, yes, yes. Like
Is interesting.
there are
Easier finding
quite a
way
lot
to
of
Valhalla.
say
No Valkyrie escort, no
I don't know, like
processing
the
to
sort
get
of Disney simps, for instance, who you can tell they're clearly like not interested at all in what's going on, but like put on like the fake, I don't know, like laugh and the fake fucking like shock face whenever something happens. It's like, fucking really, yeah. I can tell you're not interested. Come on. But that's where the money is. So, yeah.
It's why I wouldn't pick sales in certain companies. Like there are some places where I did used to send resumes to until I was just like, no, there's just no point to it. Liquor store is the example I'm gonna pick on. I really don't drink. Like I listen to you guys drink. I probably have more advice about booze just from listening to what you guys talk about.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I'm going out and drinking. So
Oh, well, fair enough.
you know, so as somebody who cooks, like the only stuff I could even see myself using liquor for is like I cried to my mom I didn't have red wine for cooking because I made a stew, and that's my level of drinking, and you're not getting liquor from that. You cook that out. I don't even think cooking wine has any liquor in it anyway, or it's very little.
Back near the giant's head. What?
So I don't know that I could recommend whiskey to somebody who actually really drinks whiskey. Like I would be pointing at the expensive ones and hoping that yeah they should be because they're expensive, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of how I learned in food. Like if you're gonna recommend something, you should try it. You should put it in your mouth a couple times, see what it's actually like, and then that way when you recommend it to somebody, you have some experience with it. I'd rather
That's
sell
what
cigarettes.
she said.
Giggity.
It is like that. If you don't know what you're talking about, it's so much harder to make a sale on it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, like when I was working in the deli, I did so much better because I love that level of cooking. You know, deli is more than just sandwiches. It goes all the way up to your lasagna. So when you know things like that about like meats or cheeses, you're not just selling one product. You could actually walk around the whole store and sell them everything because you know what the recipe has, or more than just one recipe. You know, I would do that. I would talk to, especially little Italian ladies. If you like Italian food, talk to the little Italian ladies. They'll point at the cheeses that they're like, this is the one you want to go for. Do this one. This one's okay. You know, if this one's too expensive, this one's okay, but this is the one you want to go for. And they're telling you that. You know, it's kind of the same with Skittles, I'm sure. It's probably why he doesn't like talking to people who aren't really mechanics about mechanics.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which is always a surprise when he starts talking that shit about whenever I'm around. It's like I don't really know all that much about mechanics, but I like cars, so
I think the liking cars part is why.
yeah, it's yeah. Because I think like me and Skittles are basically like the only two that are interested in cars to be
Yeah.
at least to like a similar level, at least, you know.
So Spoonie said something that made me mildly sad because she was like, big long salami, you know?
Oh,
I was
my.
like, listen, I haven't really done the long salami since I've really worked at a deli.
Right.
Because I could justify a sample.
Right. Right.
This diet thing that I've been on has been like a 15-year plan because it is the salamis that they recommend you avoid because of the preservatives and shit.
Back under his
So if
palm.
I have a salami
We're almost
sandwich,
there.
that's like my one treat a year.
Uh-huh.
You know, like a bacon sandwich, it's just salami.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Everything we just did.
Well,
Rode a
here's
giant
the thing,
farm.
though. Like, we've talked a bit about the length. Have we
Bet you
considered
have come a
girth?
long way.
Oh,
Thanks.
Oh, yes, yeah, well.
there
Like,
is
girthy salami. Oh.
there is something to that, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like pepperoni sticks, right? You get your basic ones; they got different flavors, and then you get a land jacker, and you're like, okay, listen, this is a meat stick. Now
Oh
that is
my.
a meat stick.
Oh my!
Get you a proper meat stick.
I'd like to see your meat stick, Hummy. I'm sorry.
No, I feel better now. I just needed to catch my breath.
Spoonie says that's a choking hazard, though. I know, right? But you know, it's worth it for the scrapbook moment, to Spoonie.
Carve it into that special gateway atop the peak. An open realm travel to the land of the giants.
You don't know it?
Alas, no. But
Yeah, I liked working in the places that I did. Like I said, food is fun. Is
Isn't Tyr
it
dead?
is. You're making something, and if it's tasty, that makes it extra fun.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
it's
Yeah,
tasty.
yeah.
beneath his
Mhm.
temple, submerged in the
Yeah.
lake for generations until
Uh,
a snake
But I wouldn't tell a mechanic what to do.
No. Oh no. No.
I did miss out on a chance to make my dad mildly proud of me though, because that thing that I showed Skittles the other day, where I was like, is it wrong to put cooking oil on anything other than like a cooking pan? And Skittles is like, no. And I'm like, I'm glad my basic instincts are good.
Meet me at the lawn soother mines. There's some fancy dancy loot in it.
Well, you know, my dad does think that I'm the type of woman to do that. I'm like, no.
Understand anyway.
Uh-huh.
I'm the type of woman to be like, see that and be like,
These ones is
is there a remote chance that there's anything to that? And then I'll go ask an expert. And then when the expert starts laughing, I'm like, I'm glad I asked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so
The ring off on Vari's hand
Oh,
at the
that's not
I-
this game.
I am going to wrap up this stream.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's a good game, so.
Oh yeah.
do
Oh
it again
yeah.
next week.
No, I
Well,
mean,
I know we haven't really talked all that much about it. We've just been talking about all sorts of other bullshit. But
Oh,
but
nah.
yeah, it's a good game.
Well, I meant to. It's just I kept muting when I was saying stuff, and then you guys
Ah.
were talking about like more of the technical part of it.
Right.
But I kept
Oh.
making jokes about what if the giant isn't really dead?
yeah, no, it's like, nah, don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm just saying it for the sake of, you know, there is a point where we probably should wrap it up.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear the secret is 2 hours. I don't know if that's actually really true, because, you know, Eve goes for 5, but...
And I got clipped by a trucker saying, "Catch these hands, you stupid bitch."
Very good.
Ah,
Man.
yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. I will try and get as much of this game finished before Ragnarok comes out.
I know tomorrow is Star Wars, but when are you guys doing Borderlands again?
So we're waiting for Kefki to get her PC set up.
Yes! I haven't talked to her yet. I don't want to pick her on her for it, so I'll talk to her tomorrow.
But when she does get her PC back up and running, that will be every Friday until we.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm so excited for her getting that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everybody is. To be fair, it's yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like,
and we don't have to rely on Blue's very sketchy methodology of streaming the game to her PC, which eventually fails because yeah.
yes, inevitably, yes.
Yeah. Bye everybody.
Yes. Toodle pip faggots.
Also, what the fuck, Red?
I know, right?